Welcome back to Quackshot. We are now in Transylvania. My terrible accent there.
It looks very authentic.
By the way, almost every enemy is a Pete. So this is the Pete pack.
I like it. That seems cool.
I didn't realize Pete had like supernatural powers of hyper cloning and shapeshifting.
I was just thinking that, yeah, cloning abilities abound, or something.
Oh, so he's shooting what appears to be, I guess, just slimes or gels at you.
They ran out of the strawberries.
I love old games because they're just so random. Like, you watch a game now and everything's, you know, like, coordinated. But a game that's just here, oh, okay, so there's a Pete bat and a Pete who shoots gels and slimes at you, and a castle where you have to shoot bubbles in order to progress. Yeah? Okay, sounds good. Like, how do you come up with that?
Well,
like,
there is still the
watch this King Garuzia's treasure. That's the guy whose treasure we're trying to get. And so we're gonna fight Dracula. And so you take a bubble and you shoot out brick. The bubble destroys brick.
That's how it works.
Makes sense?
Well, I mean, it's like in Pokemon, you know, the ability Bubble always works well against rock monsters because, I mean, bubbles, I mean, that shit's just devastating to normal rocks. Everyone knows that.
No.
Fuck science.
Not a bubble!
And I see it like takes out multiple barrels in just one hit, so...
Yeah, you can hit, I think you can take out 4 things at once, generally. Or maybe 6 if it's like thin, but yeah, you have to hit it right in the center.
Oh, a ghost hurt though, that's...
This is one of the most annoying areas because it's hard to progress without getting hit by a ghost.
Yeah,
If you're not careful, you die and have to start certain stuff over. Also, that painting keeps looking at me, and I don't like that.
I don't know, wait, he's looking at me crossways. And I guess the bubbles are the only way to defeat the barrels? Yeah, okay. I kinda figured.
Yeah, bubbles are needed a lot for everything you want to take out.
And if you run out, is there an easy way of grinding for them?
No, because in order to get a bubble, you have to destroy a thing that you need a bubble to destroy in hopes that it has bubbles in it. So if you don't have a bubble, you can't break the thing that requires the bubble, and therefore you can't get more bubbles.
Yikes.
And so the only way to get more bubbles then would be to go back to the professor or whatever the guy was.
It's a hot commodity, apparently.
Yeah.
Could be the next world currency. Ouch!
Ironically though, for the bosses and most of the people in this game, enemies in this game, I tend to find bubbles and corn pretty much useless to use. In fact, some people you can't even use it against them. It's the final boss where I use the corn really. We'll see why, but like most of the people, I just use the plunger. I don't find I need anything more.
Ouch! How are you supposed to not get hit by that spike wall?
You don't.
You just have to know to have health.
You just have to have health before.
Yeah. Or else you're screwed.
Yeah.
I was just thinking, it's like, I hope there's no limited error or anything they have to worry about. Luckily, there's chicken and corn down here, so all is or turkey, I guess.
Yeah. Oh, I know this game inside and out.
Well, I guess, you know, this is Transylvania, and in the Castlevania games, you find turkey legs inside of bricks, and it'll eat those and regain health, so I think it all makes sense. It's all relatively consistent with itself.
And here's Andrew the ghost, who turns into other ghosts.
Lots of ghosts.
This one's Philip, and Steven, and Dwindle, and Marcus, and Patrick, and Harold, and Larry. And this one's my favorite. I named him George. And I will love him forever and ever, and hug him and kiss him, and never ever let him go.
Did you have fun?
Yeah.
Alright, cool. No, that's how it is.
This is the part that's hard to avoid the ghosts, because they appear like every 5 seconds, or it's either 5 seconds or like a certain amount of movement on the screen, but like, yeah, they just pain.
More annoying than the booze.
Yeah, and the first time coming to this, I died, or nearly died, because you don't realize that wall's coming at you.
Yeah, I didn't even know that was happening, I just figured that there was like a secret area up there or something like that. Oh man. Yeah, it's a good thing you're playing this, otherwise I would've died.
There's gum. Yeah, these aren't even bubbles, I don't know how, but these are gum. They don't look like gum.
I guess, is it bubble gum? Is that the idea?
Yeah, but they're like bubble color and shape, like actual water bubble.
Here we are again debating the science.
But either way, so yeah, I opened a barrel with a bubble to get more bubbles, or more gum if you will, right? So Okay, like there is that. That one was outside, but generally they're not like that. It's not even this area really where you have to worry about running out. It's the Antarctic. We'll get to the Antarctic later, and that's the one where you really are gonna be in trouble like running out, because I don't think they have any loose ones.
Oh jeez.
So yeah, and you use a lot of them, so it could be in trouble. It could be trouble. Oh, okay. I use the popcorn on him. The reason I do that is popcorn has spread shot, and every time he starts up, he shoots peak bats at you. You get rid of the bats. I have so I never use popcorn. I have so much, so I might as well just use it.
I realized that the popcorn killed things. Damn.
Yeah.
I mean, plungers are one thing, but popcorn fucking murders. Look at that shit. Takes no prisoners. Kills whole fam.
I said the reason I don't use the popcorn against enemies is there's really no point. You don't really get anything from killing the enemies other than score. Yeah. Right? Like, you can't kill an enemy with a plunger. Right. So you don't get anything for doing it if you kill them. So I always just stun them and then walk by them. I never see a reason to do anything else.
Right. So you could say it's a pacifist run.
Yeah, but it's just like, oh great, I'm spending popcorn to take out Pete's to get 200 points apiece. Yay!
No, it's more popcorn than spend on the bosses.
Doesn't do anything else for you, and they drop like health and other stuff no matter what. So now you have to choose which of these places you need to go to first. And since I already know, we're heading to the Maharaja. That's in India.
Oh really?
Although I think
they're back to firing strawberry.
Indian garb.
And he's shooting
turban?
out the Tower of Music.
Oh, there's a turban. It looks like a Russian woolly hat.
Oh, yeah, it kind of does, actually. That's a good point. Oh god, kill mode. Everything.
See, like, it's satisfying to do it. Oh, yeah, you can also climb the walls like that, too.
Yeah, you just derps up walls like that.
It's just kind of somewhat disappointing that you can only do it where it lets you.
Right, yeah. Oh well. Still pretty awesome.
Yeah.
It would be nice if... I guess you can liken it to, like, supersonic mode.
Yeah.
Even more limited, but still.
Or Mario's invincibility, or any game's anything.
Did Mega Man have any invincibility? I guess they didn't. Maybe some gun power that way, but...
Metal Blades?
Well, they were pretty generous in being able to use the fuck out of them. It's like 2 metal blades.
Okay, so this place is a maze. If you notice, these doors have numbers on them, like 1 and 5. So we're in like room 5. I think the goal is to get into room 6 or room 7. There's only one door that leads to room 6. And then I think one of the doors in there will lead to 7. So you have to know where to go. And since I do, we're gonna get through this real fast. But this, like when I used to play this, I would literally go through every single door available until I finally found the exact pattern. And I'd have done every possible one, and then the last one would be the right one.
Naturally.
Yeah,
when I play games, a lot of times that's almost what I prefer. Like, I prefer to take all the wrong routes first, just to make sure that it ensures that I clear everything. And make sure that I've
except in this game, there's really nothing to find.
Yeah, I guess that's true.
Oh,
you're not trying to collect anything.
I took the wrong door.
But in the collectathons, like Donkey Kong 64 or Super Mario 64, and like Banjo-Kazooie, those are excellent examples of you gotta collect everything.
Well, in the game I'm playing for the channel right now, right? Like, there's many ways to go, and I prefer to go to the way that leads nowhere, just to get rid of everything in there first. I always just hate it in games when it's like, okay, choose your door. By the way, if you choose the correct door, you'll never be able to go back ever.
Yeah. There's no way of knowing that, so good luck.
By the way, we're now fighting the pot-bellied tiger.
I was wondering, like, what was happening.
I believe this is an actual character. You know what this reminds me of? There are 2 characters in this game.
Oh, death.
That come from another Disney series. I believe they do anyway. Give you a break. It's from a movie.
Well, it kind of reminds me of. I think there's a tiger in the Jungle Book.
That's the one.
Is that it? Okay.
Now I challenge you through this playthrough to find me the other character that. Oh, I guess I use bubbles here. Just ignore everything I say. I'm crazy. But I challenge you to find the other Jungle Book character when it comes up, and I want the audience to look for that as well.
Is the answer Donald Duck?
Actually, no.
I know. It was a pipe dream. Actually, yeah, I actually have not seen the Jungle Book in quite a long time. I remember very little of it, so I'm not the
I'm
one
pretty sure this is
just
the
to
review.
review.
Oh.
Yeah, we'll see when we get there. Looks like that
If I
wraps
remember
up
the
this
Jungle
video.
Book correctly, it's probably one of the most interesting characters.
Oh, even better.
And we might just see him in part 3.
Oh, sweet.
See you then, audience.